Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the campus of the Johnson County Community College Cavaliers. They host the Kansas City, Kansas Community College Blue Devils today for a conference matchup of the 1 and 3 so far in the standings. Right now in first place is KCK with an 18-2 record. Cali is in second place with a 21-3 record. Johnson County is in third with a 13-7 record. Fort Scott 10-10 is in fourth. Fifth place is Coffeyville 11-13. Allen County is 9-11. They are in sixth. In seventh is Neosho with a 9-15 record. Labette is in eighth with a 4-16, and in ninth with a 1-19 record is Highland Community College. There's your standings for the east side of the conference. Starting lineups for today. First for the Blue Devils, leading off at shortstop, Cole Dawson. Batting second at second base, Parker Bosserman. Batting third, the first baseman, Brendan Bard. Caleb Adams will bat cleanup. He is in center field. Pablo Sanchez is in right field, batting fifth. The designated hitter, Darius Freeman, bats sixth. In left field, batting seventh, Peyton McHarg. At third base, batting eighth, Palmer Hutchison. Batting ninth, the catcher, Camden Carlin. And on the mound for the Blue Devils, Logan Bernard. So the starting lineup for your Blue Devils: Dawson, Bosserman, Bard, Adams, Sanchez, Freeman, McHarg, Hutchison, Carlin, with Bernard on the mound. Starting lineup for the Cavaliers of Johnson: leading off at second base, Blake Mosley. Batting second, the left fielder, Cooper Combs. Batting third, the designated hitter, Nick Iannatone. Batting fourth in cleanup, the center fielder, Quentin Hall. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Colin Brigham. Batting sixth in right field, Will Hudler. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Jeremy Rader. Batting eighth, the catcher, Russell Young. And at shortstop, batting ninth, Brevin Lee. And on the mound, Grant Garza for the Cavaliers today. So they'll have Mosley, Combs, Iannatone, Hall, Brigham, and Hudler, Rader, Young, and Lee, with Garza on the mound. That's the starting lineups for the two teams today. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Welcome to the broadcast and to Overland Park, Kansas, on the campus of the Johnson County Community College Cavaliers. I'll be back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the broadcast on the mound for the Cavaliers. Grant Garza, he has a 3-1 record, 4.60 ERA, and 43 innings pitched. He's from Missouri City, Texas. He'll take the mound. The defense behind him from left to right in the outfield, Combs, Hall, and Hudler. From left to right across the infield, Raider, Lee, Mosley, and Brigham, with Russell Young behind the plate and Garza on the mound. The starting 3 for the Blue Devils, Dawson, Bosserman, and Bard. Cole Dawson steps in. He starts the day batting .406 for the Blue Devils. He will lead off against Grant Garza, tall righty on the mound for the Cavaliers. First pitch is a strike called right through their outside half of the plate. 0-1 the count on the shortstop, Cole Dawson. Game 1. First game is a scheduled inning game, 7-inning game. There's a breaking pitch, swing, and a miss for strike 2. Second game is a 9-inning scheduled game, and then at KCK, scheduled so far for Saturday, 1 and 4 o'clock, a 7 and a 9 to complete the 4-game series. There's a ground ball headed up the middle. The shortstop, Lee's going to grab that, throw it over to first to Brigham for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Bosserman. Bosserman starts the day batting .341. He'll step in to face Garza with 1 out and nobody on. Strike right through there, nothing but strikes so far by Garza. Way inside, 1-1 the count. Nothing but strikes. There's a ball into the corner in left field. Extra bases for Bosserman. It's going to be a ground rule double as the ball gets caught in the fence in the outfield. So Bosserman with a 1-out double into the left field corner. That's going to bring up Bard. Brendan Bard is tied for third with T. Poole with 57 RBI. They are the third most RBI getters in the East and the West. So he's up there with a runner in scoring position. Bard starts the day batting .392. There's a breaking pitch right through there. Strike 1 called. 0-1 the count on the first baseman, Brendan Bard. Bosserman at second base after the double into the left field corner. There's a ball headed down the left field line. That's going to be foul. So quickly 0-2 the count on Bard. Sunshiny day. Flag blowing, as you can see, lightly toward left field. A little bit across the diamond. Comes the 0-2. It's going to be a pass ball back to the screen, and Bosserman will move to third. One ball, 2 strikes on Bard. The athletic complex here has been in development the last couple years. Just beautiful. Have a softball game going on back behind us. A soccer field over to the left of us, kind of basically to the west. Entire artificial turf. There's a little pop-up out toward the second baseman, Mosley, and he takes care of that for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Adams. Adams is the center fielder. Adams starts the day batting .341. He'll step in with 2 outs and a runner at third in Bosserman. He had a 1-out double, then moved up on a pass ball. Breaking pitch right through there, strike one called. 0-1 the count on the center fielder and cleanup hitter for KCK, Caleb Adams. As a ball hit it into left field, that's going to be a diving play made by Cooper Combs for the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit. We go to the bottom half of the 1st for the Cavaliers to have their first chance, no score. All right, to the bottom half of the 1st inning we go. On the mound for the Blue Devils, Logan Bernard. He's from Lansing, Kansas. Went to Lansing High School. He has a 3-1 record as well. Has a 4.59 ERA. I need to check that. That doesn't seem yet. Yes, it is. And he has 30 2/3 inning pitched lefty on the mound for the Blue Devils. The defense behind him from left to right in the outfield, McHarg, Adams, and Sanchez. From left to right across the infield, Hutchison, Dawson, Bosserman, Bard, with Camden Carlin behind the plate. And Bernard on the mound. First 3 up, Mosley, Combs, and Iannantone for the Cavaliers. Mosley will lead off. He starts the day batting .376. So right out the gate, lefty versus lefty here. Mosley, the second baseman, bats left. First pitch is low, ball 1-0 the count on Mosley. Misses outside, 2-0 the count. There's a ball headed up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Right up the middle for Mosley. That's going to bring up Combs. He starts the day batting .333. He'll step in with a runner at first base after the leadoff hit by Mosley and nobody out. High and inside. 1-0 the count. In the dirt, 2-0 the count. 2 balls, no strikes to the left fielder, Cooper Combs, as he steps in with nobody out and a runner at first. Strike catches the outside corner. Strike 1 called. Inside hitting. So hit by pitch. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Nick Iannatone. Iannatone starts the day batting .387. He'll step in on the left-handed side, lefty versus lefty here. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Cavaliers have something going on here. Curveball sweeps outside. 1-0 the count. Don't think that Bernard has started a hitter off yet with a strike. Needs to be in around the zone. Here comes the 1-0. There's a strike called. Outside part of the zone at the knees.
Yeah, I forgot my keys today.
1-1 the count. That's low and outside. 2-1 the count. So a foul ball out of play down the left field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, 2 runners on, early going here. Bottom half of the first inning. This first inning is a 7-inning scheduled game. The second one is a 9. Comes the 2-2. Breaking ball fouled back into the screen by Iannatone. So we'll do the 2-2 again. There's a ground ball headed at Bard. Bard's going to go to second for the fielder's choice and get the out at second base. So a 3-6 fielder's choice for the first out of the inning. So that's going to bring up the center fielder, Quentin Hall. He'll be up there with 1 out, runners at the corners. Hall starts the day batting .360. He'll step in to face Bernard. Hall, the center fielder for the Cavaliers. The foul ball into the screen for strike 1. Foul ball back to the screen, so 0-2 the count. That's the first 0-2 Bernard has had on any of the Cavaliers so far. 1 down, runners at the corners. Thank you very much. Comes the 0-2. There's a foul ball backing out of play. That thank you very much was a nice lady, brought me an ice water up here. I appreciate it. She's had her shout out of the day now. So we'll do the 0-2 again, runners at first and third. Bottom half of the first inning action here. Bernard on the mound for the Blue Devils. Quentin Hall at the plate, 0-2 on him. That misses low and inside. Nice job by the catcher, Carlin, to keep that one from going back to the screen. So 1-2 the count now. Mosley at third, Iannatone at first. 1 out. There's a ball headed right at Bosserman. Bosserman's going to step on the bag. So the runner taking off with the pitch takes Bosserman up toward the middle, puts him in possession to take that and get a 4-3 double play to get out of the inning. At the end of one hit, no runs. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Top of the second inning we go, no score. Sanchez, Freeman, and McHarg scheduled up for the Blue Devils. Sanchez starts the day batting .369. He'll lead off the top half of the second inning and face Garza. It's a high fly ball on the infield. See who's going to take charge and take care of that. And the pitcher is waiting for the third baseman or the first baseman to kind of take charge, and that ball's going to fall to the turf. You know, as a coach, that ends up being a base hit, although it is a mental error. We generally teach our pitchers just get the heck out of the way and somebody come in and take care of that with plenty of time. But nonetheless, a runner at first base with nobody out, that's going to bring up Freeman. Freeman fouls the first ball back. Freeman starts the day batting .358. He's the designated hitter. Freeman bats on the left-handed side. He turns to bunt and fouls that one down the third base line. So quickly 0-2 the count on Darius Freeman, the designated hitter. Combs, Hall, Hudler across the outfield left to right. Rader, Lee, Mosley, and Brigham across the infield. There's another foul ball back into the screen. With Young behind the plate and Garza on the mound. So we'll do the 0-2 again. Neither team with a run in the first frame. Each had one hit. That's inside and low. Nicely blocked by the catcher, Young. 1-2 the count on Freeman. It's a high fly ball to right field. Hudler going over and going to give way to the center fielder, Hall. Hall makes the play for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up McHarg. McHarg starts the day batting .391. He's the left fielder. He'll step in on the left-handed side with a runner at first now and 1 out to face Garza. Swing and a miss of that first pitch. Oh, and 1 the count, 1 out, 1 on. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. Well placed outside part of the plate and down in the zone. So another 0-2 count. Garza staying ahead in the count. That's low and inside, 1-2 the count. Most of the 0-2 counts, they have called for Garza to come inside. Missed just by a bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. In the dirt. 2-2 the count now. Ooh, just missed a little outside. Looked pretty good to me. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Comes the 3-2 from Garza. And that's up high for ball 4. So that's going to bring up Homer Hutchison, the third baseman. Hutchison starts the day batting .258. He'll step in with runners at first and second with 1 out. Top of the second inning action. Welcome, everyone. Comes the pitch from Garza. Breaking pitch, catches the inside corner. With 1 out. 0-1 the count. Garza throws a strike for that first pitch virtually every time. Comes the 0-1. Another breaking ball, catches the inside corner. 0-2 the count now on the third baseman, Hutchison. Sanchez at second, McHargat first. There's a ball headed toward left field. That's going to be a base hit. Going to hold him up at third. Probably a very good choice there. So a base hit to load the bases by Hutchison. That's going to bring up the catcher, Camden Carlin. Carlin starts the day batting .220. He'll step in with the bases loaded and 1 out to face Garza and the Cavaliers. Strike called outside corner. 0-1 the count. 1 out. Bases full of Blue Devils here in the top of the second inning. Time is asked for and granted by Carlin. Breaking pitch swung through that outside part of the plate. So another 0-2 count on the Blue Devils. Breaking pitch misses just a little bit outside. Check swing ruled a ball. So 1-2 the count. Foul ball down the right field line and out of play. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Nice crowd on hand for the game, which you would expect for two teams that are within about 20 miles of each other. There's strike three called on the outside corner for the second out of the inning. So back to the top of the order in Cole Dawson. Dawson grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Dawson's from Russellville, Arkansas. He'll step in with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Shame on me for not having my phone on silent. 1-0 the count. There's a ball headed into left field, right at the left fielder, Combs. Combs takes care of that. So at the end of 1.5, no score. I'll be back. To the bottom half of the second inning we go. Colin Brueggemann, the first baseman, starts the day batting .381. He'll step in on the left-handed side. Tall first baseman to face the lefty Bernard. It's high and outside, ball one. 1-0 the count. Foul ball backing out of play. 1-1 the count. Game one of the doubleheader today. There's a ground ball headed at Bosserman. Bosserman's up with it and over to Bard. So Brueggemann is down on the 4-3 ground out. That's going to bring up Will Hudler, the right fielder. Hudler starts the day batting .354. He'll step in to face the lefty for the Blue Devils, Bernard. 1 out. Stays high and outside. Foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The right fielder, Hudler, needed a little more sticky on that bat. He's back in there now. 1-1 the count, 1 out. Inside. 2-1 the count. One out after the ground out to the second baseman by Briggerman. That's low and inside. So 3-1 the count. High fly ball into center field. Adams taking a look at that and takes care of it for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Rader. Rader starts the day batting .302. He's the third baseman for the Cavaliers. He'll step in to face Bernard with 2 outs. There's a strike right through there at the knees. 0-1 the count on the third baseman Rader. Inside. 1-1 the count now. Strike called inside corner, just catches the inside part of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. It's a soft line drive going to be taken by Dawson. Couldn't get there in time. That's going to be an infield hit by Rader. That's going to bring up the catcher, Young. Young starts the day batting .229. He'll be up there with a runner at first base and 2 outs after the 2-out infield hit by the third baseman Rader. Inside and low, 1-0 the count. Russell Young, the catcher for the Cavaliers. No score here in the bottom of the second inning. That's up high, ball 2, 2-0 the count. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at first base. Strike called, catches the outside corner, 2-1 the count.
Might as well have said it too. They might have, all of them might as well have not invited you.
Well, I think they just, once they got there, they realized it. But no one knew, because it all came by single text messages.
Comes the 2-1. There's a high fly ball into left field. McHard takes care of that. So no runs on 1 hit. We go to the top of the third. Still no score. I'll be back. Top of the third we go. Bosserman, Bard, and Adams scheduled up. Breaking pitch stays a little bit high. Bosserman is from Oak Grove, Missouri, went to Grain Valley High School. 1-0 the count on him. There's a breaking ball, gets down in there. Bosserman had a double into the left field corner his first time up. 1-1 the count on him. In the dirt. 2-1 the count. The sun has given way to clouds. Breaking pitch gets back to the inside corner. 2-2 the count now. Fouled that breaking pitch away, so staying alive is Bosserman. Bosserman, the second baseman for the Blue Devils. Bard and Adams scheduled up after him. There's a ground ball headed at the third baseman. Going to be a foul ball called. Raider came in, made the throw anyway. But we'll do the 2-2 again. The ball headed into the corner, and over to take care of that in foul territory is Cooper Combs with a nice running catch in left field for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Bard. Bard will step in with 1 out. Bard is from Kansas City, Kansas, went to Piper High School. He'll step in with 1 out and nobody on. Strike on the outside corner at the knees. Strike 1 called. There's a ball headed into right field. That's going to be extra bases for Bard. Bard's going to go into second base with a stand-up double. With a double into the right field corner. So a 1 out double for Bard. It's going to bring up Adams. Adams is from Leavenworth, Kansas, went to Lansing High School. He popped out to the second baseman his first time up. Flew out to left field on a nice diving play to end the first inning, actually. 1 out. Breaking pitch in the dirt, nicely blocked by the catcher, Young. 1-0 the count on the center fielder, Adams. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Blue Devils looking for their first run of the day. 1 out with Bard at second base. Fastball a little bit low. 2-1 the count. Going to have to start watching the miles per hour on the board. It goes by pretty quickly up there. Have a jugs gun that's showing the speed of the pitch up there. There's a breaking pitch at 71 miles an hour. Catches the outside corner for a strike. So 2-2 the count now on Adams. .400 to dead center, 370 in the alleys, and 320 down the lines here at the Cavaliers Stadium. There's a breaking pitch, going to get a high chopper over the infield. That's one of those high choppers, gets over the pitcher and short of the shortstop, and there's going to be an infield hit for Adams. That's going to bring up Sanchez. He's going to be up there with one out and runners at the corners. Sanchez is from Sidra, Puerto Rico. He'll step in with one out and runners at the corners for the Blue Devils. There's a ground ball headed at the third baseman. The third baseman makes a tag attempt and then guns it over to first base. So the runner at first, Adams, moves up to second. A nice play by Rader at third base to try and tag Bard, but yet still get the 5-3 ground out of Sanchez. It's going to bring up Freeman. Freeman is from Kansas City, Kansas, went to Shawnee Mission Northwest. He steps in with 2 outs and 2 on. There's a breaking pitch, catches the outside corner, strike 1 called. 0-1 the count on Freeman. Freeman flew out to Hall in center field his first time up. Breaking pitch, catches the outside corner again. So quickly 0-2 the count on the designated hitter Freeman. No score here in the top of the third. Just misses a little bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Blue Devils trying to be the first to get on the board here, but they're going to need a 2 out at bat to get it done. Freeman asks for a timeout, and it's granted. I want to welcome everyone to the broadcast today. I'm in the confines of the new press box. I believe the first year of this press box was a COVID year. There's a ball headed into right field, and that's going to be caught by the right fielder, Will Hudler, for the third out of the inning. So we go to the bottom of the third. The Blue Devils with no runs on 2 hits in that inning. Still scoreless at the end of 2.5. I'll be back. Bernard back for another inning of work. Scheduled up for the Cavaliers, Lee, Mosley, and Combs. Mosley, the shortstop, he starts the day batting .376. He'll step in to lead off the bottom of the third for his Cavaliers.
The screen doesn't.
There's a fly ball headed into right field. Sanchez takes care of that for the first out of the inning. So back to the top of the order. And Mosley. I believe I gave the wrong hit for Lee. He started the day batting .345. So 1 out, back to the top of the order. Mosley led the game off with a base hit. Mosley is from Ozark, Missouri. That ball misses a little bit low and outside. Mosley led the game off with a base hit for the Cavaliers. Lefty versus lefty here on 1 the count. There's a high fly ball into left field. Mick Harg came in and then went back out. The wind took that a little bit, but he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Combs. Combs is from Green Valley, Missouri, went to Green Valley High School. He'll step in with 2 outs and nobody on.
Every time I hear that song, I just want to be
It's a little bit high. Want to know the count?
fly on a wall at like a baseball party and watch him like sing and dance to that. After he's had a
Inside 2-0 the count.
She woke up again. She must have.
Inside for 3-0. The sun trying to peek back out again, but it's given away to clouds for the time being. 3-0 the count on Cooper Combs, the left fielder. It's ball 4, so a 2-out walk issued to Combs. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. That's going to bring up Nick Iannatone. Iannatone is from Plainfield, Illinois, went to Joliet Catholic High School. First pitch to him's inside, ball 1. 1-0 the count, 2-out walk issued to Combs. Iannatone hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. There's going to be a stolen base by Combs. He stole that one on the pitcher. Not a chance for Camden Carlin to throw him out. 2-0 the count, way outside on the pitch. Bottom of the third action, still no score. Swing and a miss of that pitch. Iannatone, 2-1 with 2 outs. Foul ball back to the screen. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hutchison, Dawson, Bosserman, Bard left to right across the infield. McHarg, Adams, and Sanchez across the outfield from left to right. Carlin behind the plate. Bernard on the mound. Way outside, so 3-2 the count on Iannatone. Swing and a miss of that high fastball. No runs on, no hits. We go to the top of the 4th. Still no score. I'll be back. To the top of the fourth inning we go. Garza back for another inning of work. McHarg, Hutchison, and Carlin scheduled up for the Blue Devils. McHarg is from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. 0-1 the count on him. Got to meet his grandparents last weekend. Got to visit with them a little bit. That was nice. Imagine they're probably watching and or listening today. There's a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking pitch right back through there. 1-2 the count. It's going to be inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball. We'll do the 2-2 again. I always enjoy having the text comment portion, but I had some games where I had some hecklers that would get in and cause a bunch of problems, and since I do this all by myself, I couldn't keep up with keeping track of that. There's another foul ball back to the screen, so I just disabled the chat so I don't have to worry about it. So I'm saddened by the fact that we can't see where people are listening from and so forth, but nonetheless, we don't have to have the hoopla. There's low and inside. So 3-2 the count now. About to be an 8 pitch at bat for McHarg. And there he is hit by a pitch, so he will go down to first. So that's going to bring up Palmer Hutchison. Hutchison is from Hays, Kansas, went to Hays High School. He'll step in, the runner at first base, nobody out to face Garza. Garza in his 4th inning of work for the Cavaliers. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on Palmer Hutchison. Had a base hit to left field his first time up. And there is a home run to left field just as I was taking a look at where his base hit was. So a 2-run home run for Palmer Hutchison. So the Blue Devils get on the board. With the home run by Hutchison. That's going to bring up Camden Carlin. He takes strike on the inside part of the plate. Carlin is from Lawrence, Kansas, went to Lawrence Free State High School. There's strike 2 called, so quickly 0-2 on the count. So McHarg gets on by a hit by pitch, which would have been ball 4 anyway, and then Hutchison with the home run. There's a high fly ball to left field. Combs is sizing that up for the catch and the first out of the inning. So back to the top of the order, and Dawson the shortstop. He grounded out to the shortstop and flew out to left field, his 2 at-bats so far today. He'll step in with 1 out and nobody on to face Garza. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner.
Well, it must just, the nose just keeps coming.
0-1 the count, 1 out, as Dawson, the shortstop, steps in for his third at bat. There's a fastball down low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's a line drive with a nice play by the second baseman, Mosley, to take away that hit from Dawson. Nice play by the second baseman, Blake Mosley. So that's going to bring up Bosserman, the second baseman. He's had a double and a fly out into the left field corner. He takes ball 1, 1-0 the count on the second baseman, Bosserman. So Mosley laid out to take away that hit. There's a ball headed into left field. And right at the left fielder, Combs. So the Blue Devils get 2 runs on 1 hit. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Blue Devils lead 2-0. I'll be back. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Blue Devils took a 2-run lead on the 2-run home run by Palmer Hutchison. Hall, Brigham, and Hudler scheduled up for the Cavaliers. Bernard back for another inning of work. Hall is from Shawnee, Kansas, went to Mill Valley High School. He'll step in and lead off the bottom of the 4th. His Cavaliers trailing 2-0 to the Blue Devils. That stays up high for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Bernard from Lansing, Kansas, Kansas City area young man. Here comes the 1-0. That's up and in for ball 2, so 2-0 the count. On the center fielder, Quentin Hall, he hit into a 4 unassisted, then 6 double play his first time up. That misses up high, so 3-0 the count on the center fielder, Quentin Hall. So Hall with the leadoff walk. That's going to bring up Brigham. Colin Brigham, the first baseman, he grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. He went to Smithton, Illinois, to Freeburg High School. He'll step in.
I unplugged it so I could get the case off the iPad, and now there's no sound at all.
Runner goes. And the ball's going to be back to the screen. A pass ball, I believe, possibly a wild pitch, but nonetheless had the stolen base. Quentin, I believe. So 1-0 the count on Brigham. One and 0 the count. Runner now in scoring position for the first baseman, Brigham. There's a strike called outside corner at the knees. I kind of agree with Colin on that one. It looked pretty low to me, but nonetheless ruled a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Quentin Hall at second base. Lead-off walk and a stolen base. There's a high fly ball. Hutchison is going to come down and take care of that in foul territory for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Hudler. Hudler, the right fielder, he flew out to center field his first time up. He's from Overland Park, Kansas, went to Blue Valley West.
Nothing. I'm just plugging, same thing, I just took off.
That breaks across an inside.
The screen is not.
1-0 the count. 1 out. Runner at second base is Hall.
Who's up next? Who's up after him? Raider? It might be that.
There's a foul ball into the screen. One ball, one strike, one out, one on. Cavaliers with a runner at second base with 1 out. Trying to push their first run across and cut this 2-point lead in half. There's a foul ball down the right field line. 1-2 the count on Hudler.
Out on the phone, it's just song. She can't do it on the phone.
That's fine. Just play the music when you
Oh, in
see
between
if
them.
it works. And then we'll go, if it's a dongle, we'll change the dongle.
Somebody can't do their walk-up.
Comes the 1-2 from Bernard.
Yeah.
That's up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Can we just go get a dongle?
No, let's just wait. Between innings, this thing will be fine. And then between innings, I'll see if it'll play anything.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bernard in his 4th inning of work.
Recognize anything.
Garza and Bernard, the starting pitchers for each team, still in the game. There's a foul ball. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Blue Devils scored 2 in the top of the 4th on a home run by Palmer Hutchison, the third baseman, only runs so far of the game. Cavaliers have a runner in scoring position and 1 out here for Hudler. It's down low, so we'll go 3-2. It's a ground ball at Hutchison and over to first. Staying on the bag is Bard for the 5-3 ground out. That's going to bring up Raider. Raiders from Springfield, Missouri, went to Springfield Catholic and then to Missouri State for a short piece. Now here at Johnson County. He steps in with 2 outs and a runner at second. He takes a strike inside part of the plate. He had a base hit his first time up.
I was just trying to connect it, and I'm going to try this first, see if I can tell if it's this thing.
0-1 the count.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll try it.
It's a high fly ball to right center. Going over to take care of that is Adams for the 3rd out of the inning. So at the end of 4, no runs on no hits for the Cavaliers. We go to the top of the 5th. Blue Devils leading 2-0. I'll be back. To the top of the fifth we go. Bard, Adams, and Sanchez scheduled up. Bard's popped out to the second baseman and had a double into the right field corner. There's a ball headed for the gap. Over to take care of that with the sliding catch is Hudler. So Hudler with another nice sliding catch out in right field for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Adams. Adams been out on a fly to left field and had an infield hit. There's a ball down the left field line and foul. Adams up there with one out and nobody on. Blue Devils with a 2-0 lead here in the top of the fifth inning. Squares to bunt, pulls back, takes low ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's a one-hopper at the second baseman, Mosley. He's up with it over to Brigham for the 4-3 ground out to get Adams. That's going to bring up Sanchez. Sanchez had an infield hit his first time up, then grounded out to the third baseman his second time up. Garza in his fifth inning of work for the Cavaliers. Foul ball back and out of play. Owen won the count on Sanchez. Strike called outside corner at the knees. Swing and a miss of the high fastball for the third out of the inning. So no runs on, no hits for the Blue Devils. We go to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Remember, first game is a 7-inning game unless we go extras. Blue Devils lead 2-0. I'll be back. Bottom half of the inning we go. Bernard back for another inning of work. Young, Lee, and Mosley scheduled up. Young is for Surrey, British Columbia. He flew out to left field his first time up. There's a strike called. That's about as high a strike as we've seen called. Not that it's not a strike, just a little bit higher look than usual. Nonetheless, Owen won the count. There's a foul ball right back at us. So quickly 0-2 the count on the catcher, Russell Young. Comes the 0-2 from Bernard. Just misses a little bit outside. Carlin trying to yank that one back in and lets it get away from him. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Young. Low and inside from 0-2 to 2-2. The ball headed into right field. Sanchez is going to take care of that for the first out of the inning.
Seriously.
That's going to bring up Brevin Lee. He's from Olathe, Kansas, went to Olathe Northwest.
That's got to go. Get rid of it.
He will step in with one out and nobody on. Stays up high, does that first pitch from Bernard.
This is not me.
Hutchison in a step on the grass, expecting the possibility of a bunt. That misses up high at 2-0 the count. Lee flew out to right field his first time up. Brevin Lee, he's the shortstop.
What was that last pitch?
I think we're going to find that it is 3-0, yes. 3-0 the count, one out. Blue Devils leading 2-0 with the Cavaliers batting here in the bottom of the fifth. There's a strike. Cuts across the inside part of the plate with the breaking pitch. 3-1 the count. There's ball four, so a one-out walk to the number 9 hitter Lee. Back to the top of the order and Mosley. Mosley led off the game with a base hit, then flew out to left field his second time up. He'll step in for his third chance today with a runner at first base and one out. Throw over to first. That's the first one. First pickoff attempt. Pretty easy lob over there. Probably not his best move. Gonna go over there again. Mosley, the second baseman, there's a pitch out. The Blue Devils convinced that he's going to be running. 1-0 the count.
How was your trip? Not yet. Oh, what did you guys do? It was fine.
Got to go over to first again. Nothing going on over there.
30.
Bottom of the fifth inning action. The ball misses upstairs. 2-0 the count now on the second baseman, Mosley.
I'm good. Mom came over and just did steaks and roast baked potatoes and salad.
It's up high for ball three. So 3-0 the count. We'll see if Mosley has a green light here. We're going to get a visit to the mound. We'll see if there's any changes made.
Not only
Blue Devils leading 2-0. I'll be back. Three and 0 the count now on Mosley. No change made for the Blue Devils at this point. Runner at first base, one out. There's inside ball four. Slow a fly out to right field, then a couple of walks. Have the Cavaliers in business.
about ready to plug the heater in.
Combs was hit by a pitch and walked. Had a stolen base. His second at bat. We're going to get a pitching change. We'll get those changes. We'll be back. Pitching change for the Blue Devils. Number 1, Chase Terrell comes to the mound. He went to Linwood High School, lives in Linwood, went to Bonner Springs High School. Has a 3-1 record, 4.73 ERA, and 26 and 2/3 innings pitched.
See, I just picked up a song for next time. It's a totally different song. That's weird.
He will face Combs. Combs has been hit by a pitch and walked. There's a foul ball right back at us. 0-1 the count. On the left fielder, Cooper Combs. Misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Combs hoping to get something on the outfield grass to get the Cavaliers on the board. Terrell hoping to do something different. There is a 6-4-3 double play, and Terrell comes in and gets out with the 6-4-3 double play. We go to the top of the 6th. Blue Devils leading 2-0. I'll be back. Grant Garza back for his 6th inning of work. He'll face strike called Darius Freeman. Freeman flew out to center field and right field. His 2 times up. There's a ground ball just wide of first base. So quickly 0-2 the count on Darius Freeman. Foul ball back and into the screen. Breaking ball, stayed with it. That's going to be cut off by the second baseman, Mosley. A nice job giving him a chance, but that's going to be a base hit for Freeman. That's going to bring up McHarg, the left fielder. He's walked and been hit by a pitch. We're going to get a visit to the mound. The Blue Devils with 2 runs on 6 hits, and the Cavaliers with no runs on 2 hits. We'll see if there's a pitching change. Looks like there is going to be a change. We'll get that information and we'll be back. Blue Devils leading 2-0. Pitching change has been made by the Cavaliers. Gabe Nutter has a 2.25 ERA, 3-0 record, 24 innings pitched. Went to Pembroke High School, lives in Kansas City, Missouri. McHarg steps in, a high fly ball to deep right field. And going back is Hudler and going to make the catch. Freeman is headed to second base, and he's going to be at second base on the deep fly ball. Into the corner is Hudler for the catch and the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Palmer Hutchison. Hutchison will step in. He had a base hit his first time up and a 2-run home run to left field his second time up. He'll step in with a runner at second base, have his first at bat against Nutter. Nutter on in relief of Garza. Garza went 5 innings. That ball is just a little bit up, 1-0 the count on Hutchison. Freeman still the responsibility at Garza at second base. That's outside. 2-0 the count on Palmer Hutchison. Two and 0 the count on the third baseman Hutchison. Blue Devils leading 2-0 here in the top of the 6th. There's a ball headed into the left field corner. That's going to be extra bases. An RBI double for Palmer Hutchison. So the Blue Devils with 3 runs, all of them at the bat of Palmer Hutchison. He's been into that left field corner with everything. So we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Braden Vaughter will come in to pinch hit. Vaughter starts the day batting .291. Misses just a little bit. Vaughter's from Topeka, Kansas, went to Seaman High School. 1-0 the count on him. Hutchison at second. There's a foul ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on, 1 run in the inning. Blue Devils have scored 2 in the 4th, 1 so far here in the 6th. They lead 3-0 over the Cavaliers. There's a strike called outside corner. 1-2 the count. Hutchison with a 2-run home run and an RBI double here in the top of the 6th. That's way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the pinch hitter, Braden Vaughter. Swing and a miss for the strikeout, so back to the top of the order we go. Cole Dawson, the shortstop, he's grounded out. Been out on a fly to left field and popped out to the second baseman. He'll step in with 2 outs and a runner at second base. It's a soft line drive to the first baseman, and the second baseman and the first baseman, Mosley and Bergman, not communicating well, but nonetheless the out to the first baseman. So the Blue Devils get 1 run on 2 hits. They take a 3-0 lead to the bottom half of the sixth. I'll be back. All right, to the bottom half of the sixth, Hunter Cachero is come on for the Blue Devils. Cachero is there's a ball headed to deep left field, and that's going to be out of here. So Iannatone with the opposite field home run to cut the deficit down to 2 runs. So a lead-off home run by Iannatone. Cachero is number 3 in the conference East and West with saves, only behind Wisner of Butler County and Neal of Fort Scott. So that's going to bring up Hall. Hall's grounded into a double play and walked, has a stolen base. That misses for ball 1. The high foul ball down the left field line. 3-1 here in the bottom half of the 6th innings. 7-inning scheduled game. The center fielder, Quentin Hall, at the plate. 1-1 the count on him. Cachero on in relief for the Blue Devils. There is strike 3 called. So called out on strikes is Hall, and disputing that is thrown out of the game.
Oh, you got kicked out?
So that's going to bring up Colin Brigham with 1 out after the home run by Iannatone. 3-1 now the score. Brigham is grounded out to the second baseman and popped out in foul territory to Palmer Hutchison, the third baseman. Misses inside, 1-0 the count. Bergman is 6'6", and he is as tall as every bit of it. Looking to me, bats on the left-handed side, plays first base. 2-0 the count on him. There's a swing and a miss of that pitch, so 2-1 the count. So we had the green light at 2-0. Now it's 2-1.
You kicked out for just this game, or you get to come back the second game?
I think he's got, it depends on what, I mean, I think it's just this game.
Sweet.
There is a foul ball down the right field line. So 2-2 the count now. Iannatone with the leadoff home run to make it 3-1 Blue Devils. Hall called out on strikes. Bergman at the plate. 2-2 the count on him. Check swing there. Ball 3-2 the count. There's strike 2 called. So 3-2 the count. Excuse me, strike 3 called out at the lower part of the zone. So back-to-back punch outs on strikes after the Iannatone home run. That's going to bring up Hudler. He's been out on a fly to center field and grounded out to the third baseman. He'll step in to face Cachero for his first time. There's a foul ball into the net. The net is very, very high here, very protective of the soccer field and the softball field behind us and the fans. 0-1 the count on Hudler. There's strike 2 called at the knees, outside part of the plate. So quickly 0-2 the count. Cachera on in relief of Terrell and Bernard. That's low and outside, so 1-2 the count on Hudler, the right fielder. Hudler with a couple of nice sliding catches out in right field. 1-2 the count on him. That misses just a little bit outside, so 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That stays up high. 3-2 the count. There's a bloop headed into right field. That's going to be a base hit. So Hudler with a base hit to right field. 2 outs. That's going to bring up Raider. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. Easton Elliott from Andover, Kansas, went to Andover Central. Will pinch hit for Raider. Easton Elliott with the pinch hit. He'll step in on the left-handed side to face Cachero. There's a strike called outside part of the plate at the belt. 0-1 the count on the pinch hitter, Elliott. There's a ground ball headed at Bosserman. Bosserman to Dawson for the fielder's choice. 4-6. So 1 run on 2 hits for the Cavaliers. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Blue Devils leading 3-1. I'll be back. Top of the seventh inning, Blue Devils lead 3-1. Bosherman, Bard, and Adams scheduled up. Bosherman had a double earlier in the game. There's a pop-up high right here in foul territory. The catcher is going to take care of that, and Young in foul territory catches Bosherman's pop foul. That's going to bring up Bard. Bard has popped out, had a double, and flew out to right field on a nice sliding play by Hudler. There's a strike called at the knees outside part of the plate. Ball stays up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the seventh inning action. Blue Devils lead 3-1. 7 innings scheduled game. Nutter on in relief of Garza. There's a foul ball that's going to get out of play. 1-2 the count. The sun has given way to clouds, cooled off a bit. Light breeze out from right across to left field. There's a ball headed into left field and deep. And to take a jump at the warning track is Cooper Combs for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Adams, the center fielder. Adams has been out on a fly, had a base hit, and grounded out to the second baseman. Squares to bunt. Charging hard is the third baseman, Elliott, who came in when he pitch hit for safe at first base. That's going to be a bunt hit. It's going to bring up Sanchez. Sanchez has a base hit, a ground out, and a strikeout. There's a foul back into the screen. 0-1 the count. So Adams with the bunt hit. Sanchez, the right fielder, at the plate. 0-1 the count on him. It's high and outside. 1-2 the count. Or excuse me, 1-1 the count. Runner goes. There's a fly ball down the right field line. That's going to be out of play. We'll come back and do the 1-2 again. Adams was off with the pitch. He had a 2-out bunt hit. 1-2 the count on Pablo Sanchez, the right fielder for the Blue Devils. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-run lead for the Blue Devils. They bat here in the top of the 7th inning. Got a good one going on here in Overland Park, Kansas, on the campus of Johnson County Community College with the Blue Devils visiting. There's a ball headed into left field. And that is going to be over the fence. A line drive right over the top of Combs and a 2-run home run by Sanchez. So Sanchez with the line drive out into left field gets 2 more insurance runs for the Blue Devils. That's going to bring up Freeman. Freeman has been out on a fly to center, a fly to right, and had a base hit to up the middle. There's a swing and a miss of that first pitch. Freeman 1 for 3 on the day with the base hit. He's the designated hitter. That misses just a little bit outside or up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nutter to Freeman. That's low. 2 balls and a strike. Foul ball, late swinging. Out of play down the left field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nutter on in relief of Garza. There's a foul ball into the net. We'll do the 2-2 again. Low and outside. Count goes 3-2. Darius Freeman, the designated hitter, up there on the left-handed side. Foul ball into the net again. We'll do the 3-2 again. Little Blue pitted into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Hard turn at first, but going to shut it down for a base hit. So a 2-out hit by Freeman. Everything has happened here after 2 outs. Bunt hit, home run, now a base hit. That's going to bring up Peyton McCard, the left fielder. He's walked, been hit by a pitch, and flew out to Hudler in right field. There's a strike called, and Freeman takes second. Little delayed steal action there, so a runner now in scoring position for McCard after Freeman takes second base. It's going to be a wild pitch, going to get away from Young, the catcher. And Freeman moves to third. Yes. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Ball in the dirt, got away from Young. Made an attempt to block it, and it just went toward the Cavaliers' dugout. That's outside. 2-1 the count now. Blue Devils with a 5-1 lead after the home run by the right fielder, Pablo Sanchez. There's a ball headed toward right field, picked off by the second baseman, Mosley. Over to Brigham for the 3rd out of the inning, but the Blue Devils get 2 runs on 3 hits to take a 5-1 lead. We'll be back for the final inning of this one. 5-1 lead. Cavaliers need 4 to keep this thing going, 5 to win it. We'll be back. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the seventh inning. The Cavaliers need 4 to keep this thing going, 5 to win it. Simons to the plate, gonna pinch hit here. Thank you for your help. That misses just a little bit. 1-0 the count. Connor Simons, Shawnee, Kansas, went to Shawnee Mission Northwest. There's a ground ball at Bosserman. Bosserman over to Bard for the 4-3 ground out of Simons. That's going to bring up Brevin Lee. He's been out on a fly to right field and walked. He'll step in with 1 out and nobody on. Cachero trying to register another save. There's a strike called. Cachero is number 3 in the conference, both East and West, with 6 saves. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Brevin Lee hoping to get started adding to that 1 run. There's a high chopper at Bosserman. He charges, tries to make the throw. That's going to be, I believe, an infield hit. So back to the top of the order and Mosley. Mosley's had a base hit, fly out to left field, and reached on a base on balls. So Simons with the pinch hit, ground out to Bosserman. Then the high chopper toward Bosserman is an infield hit for Brevin Lee. Now to the top of the order. And Mosley, the second baseman. There's a throw over to first, back in safely. Cachero on in relief of Bernard. Bernard went 4 1/3. Terrell went 2/3 of an inning. There's a foul ball out of play down the left field line. Cachero in his second inning of work.
I mean, like, I'm talking like I just noticed it's like 6 inches longer than normal. Like, not like I just, you know, it's a little longer than normal.
Snap throw down to first, back in safely is Lee. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Mosley, the second baseman, at the plate. There's a throwback over, still safe. Iannatone with the home run back in the 6th inning for the lone run of the Cavaliers. Couple of home runs by the Blue Devils. Another throw over to first, back in safely. Couple of home runs, one by Hutchison and one by Sanchez, as well as an RBI double for the 5 runs for the Blue Devils. That's high and outside, ball 2, 2-1 the count.
Good things go on here. Come on.
It's high and outside, 3-1 the count on Mosley. Mosley flashing a little glove, laid out, level to the ground to take away a hit from Bosserman a couple of innings ago. He's now at the plate trying to help the Cavaliers out. They trail 5-1. There's a fly ball to deep left field. And the ball is out of here for a 2-run home run for Mosley. So that's going to make it 5-3. So that home run by Mosley cuts the deficit in half. That's going to bring up Combs. Combs has been hit by a pitch. walked, has a stolen base, and hit into a 6-4-3 double play. That ball misses high and inside. 1-0 the count.
1-0 you count?
Yes, ma'am, 1-0.
Well, that's good. Come on.
That's low and outside. 2-0 the count.
Who's batting now? This is Cooper Combs.
Number 4.
So Nick, Mr.
Oh, wait,
Homer.
14, sorry.
So Nick Iannatone is next. Is what we found.
2-0 the count. Buffington came on. Forgot to announce that change. Vaughter Pence hit for Buffington in the 6th and for Carlin, and then Buffington came into the game then at catcher. So a quick little visit to the mound by Buffington. 1 out, 2-0 the count. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Blue Devils need 2 more outs. The Cavaliers need 2 more runs to keep this thing going. There's a strike called, 2 balls and a strike. So we've got a good one here on the campus of Johnson County Community College. 2 balls, 1 strike. As the siren goes by, Cachero on the mound, 2-1 the count. That's low and outside, so 3-1 the count on Cooper Combs. Iannatone waits in the on-deck circle. His last at bat, he had a home run, a solo shot. Swing and a miss of that pitch, so 3 balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Blue Devils with 2 runs in the 4th, 1 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th. The Cavaliers with 1 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, and that's where we are right now, 5-3. There's a foul ball right back at us. We'll do the 3-2 again. So we'll do the 3-2 again. Misses just a little bit outside for ball 4. So that's going to get the tying run to the plate. And that would be Nick Iannatone, the designated hitter. We're going to get a visit to the mound. Blue Devils clinging to a 5-3 lead. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll see if there's any changes. Stay with us. We got a good one. We'll be back. No change made on the mound. So, 1 out, runner at first, tying run at the plate in Iannatone. That is a strike called inside corner at the knees. Cachero takes the words of wisdom from Coach Golbeck. 0-1 the count on Iannatone. 1 out. There's a high fly ball to center field. Going over to take a look at that is Adams, and Adams takes care of that for the 2nd out of the inning. That's going to bring up Hall. 2 outs now. Greg Ziegler. There's a foul ball back to the screen.
Well, something happened at softball again.
So Owen won the count on Ziegler. Ziegler with the pinch. Not the pinch hit. Came into the game for Hall, who was tossed on. There's a high fly ball to center field. That's going to be taken care of by the center fielder, Caleb Adams. The Blue Devils take the first game 5-3 in 7 innings. We'll have about a 20 to 30 minute break, and then we'll be back. Those of you that are watching, if you go to fortees.com, all 4 links for all 4 games, the 2 today and the 2 on Saturday. The Blue Devils take the first one 5-3. We'll get our 20-minute break. Cachero with another save. We'll be back for the next game. Thanks for watching. We'll be back.